Hello, welcome back. My name is Andrei.
And I'm Dominika.
And we're back again with another reaction to
Fasten your seatbelt. Frank Zappa with The Adventures of Greggery Peccary,
Alright.
I believe. Wayne, this one is on you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For another one. Thank you for explaining a little bit about this composition. I don't know if you can call it a song. And
A masterpiece, probably.
Yes, thank you for this masterpiece. And thank you for explaining a little bit about it. We very curious to check it out.
Alright.
And I know that it came out in
79.
yeah, the best year ever. And here we go.
Alright, let's go. You sweet.
The Adventures of Greggery Peccary.
Oh, here comes Greggery, little Greggery Peccary, the nocturnal gregarious wild swine.
A peccary is a little pig with a white collar that usually hangs around between Texas and Paraguay, sometimes ranging as far west as Catalina.
Catalina, Catalina, Catalina.
This particular peccary is part of that bold, new
New
breed
breeding.
that extinguishes itself by markings which resemble a wide tie directly below the white collar.
If it's wide enough, everyone will know that the tie I'm wearing is a symbol of how nimble my mind will grow. Ooh.
Swank suave.
Hun, hen, huna, huna.
Look out, here he comes again.
Wow, here comes Greggery Peccary. Yes, it's baby, baby.
Every morning, Gregory drives his little red Volkswagen to the ugly part of town where they keep the government buildings.
Wooden.
You know, I honestly take it like a cartoon.
I wanted
I
to
cannot believe these characters. What's happening is exactly when I was back in the days of watching Cartoon
my
Network.
God. Yeah. Well, I wasn't watching Cartoon Network, but I just want to say that this is what I was thinking when I hear the musical part of it. When I was a kid, there were the Polish cartoons for kids, and a lot of them, and I don't remember exactly the title, but a lot of them, the things were happening on screen with the accompaniment of music. There were no spoken words at all. So they were sometimes running through the forest, and there were some monsters coming out, and it was music kind of signaling you the emotions you're supposed to get when you're watching it.
Feel the same,
And it
yeah.
feels exactly the same. And also, nothing was in those cartoons. Nothing was pretty and perfect. So I don't know why it was like that, but the Polish cartoons were giving more like a everybody were a little bit disproportional, or they didn't look real. Like I don't know how to explain it, but a little bit abstract, like Zappa's from '79. So I think that the Polish mentality back in the day was very similar to
What Zappa's doing.
to Zappa mentality, and for that I kind of enjoy it, but I'm trying to. The only thing I'm struggling, we're supposed to probably pull out the lyrics, that sometimes I don't hear exactly what's happening, especially with the voices a bit distorted. But I do enjoy it, and I'm very curious what's going to happen to Gregory.
Well, it looks like a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
You know, you absolutely right. The sound, but even the voices for me bring me that cartoon. It's like when it's like a rabbit try to run. Or it's okay, doc, or how you go and say. Oh, I don't know. I honestly have I cannot take it like a song in a way.
Oh, 100%. I don't think
I'll be honest.
Till
Till this point, for me, it's just I wish to be with some video on it. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Imagine if Zappa will do something like that. That would be amazing. That would be
That's
amazing.
cool.
I cannot believe. For him, imagination have no limits what he's doing. But I definitely enjoy it. I feel like a kid. And right?
Yeah,
It's
I
so
agree.
cool. All right, let me go. We talk too much and it's quite long. And we're gonna stop a few times. Ready?
Yes.
Park around here. Run, 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 run.
Greggery Peccary takes the elevator up to the 83rd floor of a grim, gray, evil-looking building with a sign on the front reading, Big Swifty and Associates, Trendmongers. And what, might you ask, is a trendmonger? Well, a trendmonger is a person who dreams up a trend, like the twist, or flower power. And spreads it throughout the land using all the frightening little skills that science has made available. And so it was, one fateful morning, Greggery Peccary made his way through the steno pool.
Hi, Mildred. Hello, Gladys. Wanda.
Yes, from the moment they laid eyes on him, all the girls in the Big Swifty steno pool knew here was a nocturnal, gregarious wild swine on his way up. A peccary of destiny, adventure, and romance.
Is there any mail for me? At Big Swifties, we all know a series of colorful time-wasting trends.
Air hockey. Biff, dush, poof, biff.
La 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 la. Yo 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 yo. Is your wife snoring by the sink? La 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 la. Yo 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 yo. Ain't your life boring? Don't you think? Yo 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 yo. Life is so much better when there's some little something to do.
Does it matter that this waste of time is what makes a life for you?
I must plummet boldly forward to my ultra-avant laminated simulated replica mahogany desk with a strategically placed imported very hip water pipe and the latest edition of the Whole Earth catalog and rack my agile mind for a spectacular new trend, thereby rejuvenating our limping economy and providing for bored, miserable people everywhere some great new thing to identify with. We have got the little answers to the things that might be bothering you. We have got your little toys. We're busy making them. Busy making them. We're busy making them just for you. Yoo-hoo-hoo. Highly efficient in Snodgrass.
And with that, Gregory turned and strode nonchalantly into his dinky little office with the desk and the catalog and the very hip water pipe, and proceeded with a vigor and determination known only to piglets of a similarly diminutive proportion to single-handedly invent the calendar. With his eyes rolled heavenward and his little shiny pig hoofs on the desk, Gregory ponders the question of eternity and fractional divisions thereof, as mysterious angelic voices sing to him from a great distance, providing the necessary clues for the construction of his thrilling new trend.
Sunday? Wow. Sunday, Saturday, Tuesday through Monday. Sunday, Saturday.
And thus the calendar in all of its colorful disguises was presented to the bored and miserable people everywhere. Gregory issued a memo on it, whereupon the entire contents of the steno pool identified with it strenuously and worshipped it as a way of life, and took their little pills by it, and went back and forth from work by it, and paid their rent by it, and before long they were even having birthday parties in the office by it, because now at last Greggery Peccary's exciting new invention had made it possible for everyone to find out how old they were.
What hath God wrought?
Man,
Oh my god, let me go back because I don't want to miss it.
it's more serious than I believe it is.
Or did you think it's just gonna be some light-hearted?
I
cartoony?
honestly, I take it like that in a way. I take it because, you know, the way he's narrate when he say the story, you kind of even picture what he's kind of saying all these things what happened. And then he have that kind of cartoonish voice when he's different kind of animals, I would say.
Gregory's voice.
I know, but he's making
yeah.
like and all of that. It's so cool. I don't know how he come with the idea, but putting it with something even more meaningful than we know from the message a bit what's going on a bit because Wayne explained a bit. But wow,
We also were reading a little bit about this piece. You know what? The one question I have: how did it come out? I didn't check that. Did it come out as a song on an album, or is just come out like that, or was it the album of?
I have to be like a song, I guess, because so much involved in it.
You know, he's doing on the surface. It looks like it's not very serious. He's playing a little bit, but he's touching the topic where it's kind of you could see even from the beginning. You're saying that the Gregory drives to the ugly part of the town city where you have a government building, so you already associate the government with not very pretty and not very nice thing from the get-go, from the beginning. And obviously everything what they're saying about the corporation he's working for, it's obviously very negative, not necessary pleasant. to work there. So it's this is kind of Zappa in a critique towards the system in Zappa's way. You know, he's kind of using different tools than normal people, I would say, or normal artists. They would write a song who would be very angry and putting in the lyrics, but he's kind of playing with it a little bit. He's doing in his own style.
Yes, the satiric way he's doing it. He have that signature all over.
Exactly. So it's quite interesting to see that, because you kind of have a fun. You wanna laugh, but then when I was really good into the lyrics of all this text, the spoken word, you kind of you kind of see the seriousness of the matter he put it in here.
But that's the thing, how the way he's doing it is between the kind of, how you say, borders. You take it in a way like a joke, like, but in a way, he's playing is really a thin line there in a way, and it's so beautiful. He know how to navigate on it in such a way. Honestly, I can take it like ha ha ha.
Yeah.
In a way, the way but it's so serious. Zappa doesn't play.
Yeah. No,
I'm really curious what approach we'll have to these days, something like that.
Interesting.
It will be today to see something like that.
What
All
will
be
be
kind
his
of
response to the world
how
today?
how is the world?
Yeah, that's quite
because this is
interesting.
back in the day, so looks things didn't change much.
No. Which makes you sad, but anyway, I'm ready to get
Ready
back
for
to
some
it.
more?
Yes.
I was looking at you.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting into the story. You get used to the sound. I think with Zappa, that's what it is. That sometimes he's you press play and you hear something you're not very much used to hearing, and then it takes you a while. So I'm really good. Yes, I adjusted my hearing and all that, and my brain to Zappa's wave, and then now I'm into it.
Sometimes
completely.
I don't really understand all the words when he's Greggery,
That's
because
correct,
he's trying. I think intentional as well. But when he's narrating like observer the story, he's saying
narrator,
he's doing that. That's so beautiful, and he has such a beautiful voice doing these things, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
Did you go back?
I did, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Find out how old they were.
What hath God wrought?
Unfortunately, there were some people who simply did not wish to know. And that's why, on his way home from the office one night, Greggery was attacked by a rage of hunchmen. Making his way through the evening traffic, Greggery notices that the other vehicles which crowd and bump his little red car are all inhabited by slowly aging, very hip young people. They appear to be casting sinister glances toward him through their glinting, acid burnout eyeballs, trying to run him off the road or make him bump into something, giving strong evidence of hostile aggression. To elude them, Greggery takes the short forest exit off the expressway. They zoom after him in all manner of cars, trucks, garishly painted buses, and motorcycles. Greggery takes a bumpy trail off the main short forest road, which leads him up the side of a famous and conveniently placed mountain, and into a strange cave on the edge of a cliff not far from a little twisted tree with eyes on it.
It's amazing how he writes.
Meanwhile, the enraged hunchmen and hunchwomen rumble through the short forest until, realizing the little swine has escaped, they decide to park their steaming vehicles in a circular pseudo-wagon train formation and have a love-in. Under the influence of a fantastic amount of trendy chemical amusement aid, they proceed to perform lewd acts, rip each other off for small personal possessions, and dance with depraved abandon in the vicinity of a 6-foot pile of transistor radios, each one tuned to a different station. hunchmen finally expire from exhaustion, and Greggery, who has viewed the proceedings from a safe distance, breathes a sigh of relief,
Phew.
only to be terrified once again by a roar of immense laughter, which seems to be rumbling up from the very depths of the cave in which he has hidden his car.
Good Lord, what was that?
Greggery doesn't realize he has concealed himself inside the very mouth of Billy the Mountain. And as you all know, whenever Billy laughs, rocks and boulders hack up, and the air for miles around is filled with tons of dust, forming a series of huge brown clouds.
Who is making those new brown clouds? Who is making those clouds these days? Who is making those new brown clouds? Better ask a philosopher and see what he says.
Greggery stops at a gasp.
All right.
Okay, so this last part was a little bit more musical or melodical at some point, but so you see, I'm getting into the story. So he invented calendar and he pissed off few people who didn't want to know how old they are, and kind of it seems like when they met the reality, they didn't really like it. So they like to be lied to, and they were a little bit upset about the fact that they were exposed to the truth. And for that they
Now he's
decided
in trouble. Because of that.
decided to punish Greggery, and and all the chase started. But then at some point they kind of forgot what they were doing, and they engaged in different activities, which with empty people very often it is like that they kind of occupied. The brain doesn't function properly. Wow, you know what? It's so. Honestly, so interesting and fascinating the how Zappa's brain operates or operated, and on what level. How it would be probably interesting to see him creating all those. Does he do it on his own in some kind of studio at home, or does he need a lot of people to be inspired? I wonder how the creation process with him looks like, because it's really incredible. And at what point he decided, the song is not enough, I need to create something more than a song. I kind of have something else to say on this. I don't know, it's so wow. Probably for Zappa's fan this is normal, but for someone who is just getting into his music, it amazes me more than anything, I think. How creative he is,
That's true.
or he was as an artist. Probably the world wasn't big enough for him. Wow.
Well, I think you just used the word fascinating, and indeed it's like that. I wish to be like animation to it. Sometimes, to be honest, the things will just happen, the things he say, I start to think what he's saying, and I lose the rest of it. Things happen so fast.
Yes, that's
'cause,
true.
You know, I feel like I'm not the proper age for this cartoon. You know what I mean? My brain is not because the way.
Developed.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, and sometimes it makes no sense. The things he say, it's just. But that's why I get.
I think it doesn't make sense on the first listen. I think there is definitely a deep sense.
Well, no, I get it. I get that. I know it's the story, but
Yeah.
and I'm focusing what he's saying, and then say, "Oh my God, where I am?" Because my mind is what that mean, and I'm too young. I'm too young for this. My brain is too.
So we're
too
still
small.
not mature enough.
Oh man,
but we
he's
get it.
crazy what he's doing.
Yeah,
I love it. But like I said, I wish to be some animation. I think only him could create something like that animation. Unfortunately, if it's nothing else, we just have to listen and
Yes.
imagine what he's saying. But I just love it. It's not only the story, it's not only the characters, what's just happening. I love the music accompanying all of these things happening.
Oh, yeah.
When the mountain, when the cars,
Yes.
when everything bumping each other, it's so cool. The sound,
It is.
he have a sound. He press, the
And you
for
know,
every-
you're not only listening, that you feel it. Like I said, the sound creates the emotions. So when Greggery was a little bit scared of what's happened on that chase, I could feel it. That alert state. So what's happening? The motorcycles, the cars, the buses, and all of them, they're chasing hunchmen and hunchwomen. And I was like, oh my God, there is a chase. Poor Greggery, where he's
Yeah.
gonna go? And then he ended up
It's
in
like
some-
an audiobook. audiobook in a way.
It is. I
Feel
completely
like that.
agree with you. So he invented audiobook before even everybody else invented audiobook.
Here we
and
go.
different things. That is really, really cool. I'm ready to see how this is gonna end. And poor Gregory. Okay.
Ready? Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Who is making those new brown clouds? Better ask a philosopher and see what he says.
Gregory stops at a gas station and makes a mysterious phone call.
Is this the old loft with the paint peeling off it by the Chinese police where the dogs roll by? Is this where they keep the philosophers now? With the rugs in the dust where the books go to die? How many has got? So he's got quite a few, just sitting around there with nothing to do? Well, I just called you up because I wanted to see a philosopher be of assistance to me.
Gregory receives information that the greatest living philosopher known to mankind is currently in possession of the very information in question. And furthermore, this information could be his if only Gregory would attend a special therapeutic group assembly. Classes now forming and available at a special low introductory fee. And now here he is, the greatest living philosopher known to mankind, Quentin Robert D. Nameland. Take it away.
Folks, as you can see for yourself, the way this clock over here is behaving, time is of affliction.
Is a what? Fiction?
This might
Time is a fiction or affection?
Well, fiction, I guess. Let
Okay.
me go back.
Yeah, go back, please.
Here you go.
the way this clock over here is behaving, time is of affliction.
Reflection?
Oh, ball.
No. Wait a second.
Affection, reflection, or fiction?
Behaving,
Okay.
time is of affliction.
Reflection.
Reflection? Okay.
Let me go one more time.
We did have just I want to say, we did have a little look at the lyrics, but
But
it was so much of them that you don't, also you cannot remember all the single words. Okay, go.
Listen.
Clock over here is behaving, time is of affliction.
Let's see what's the next.
This might be cause for alarm among a portion of you, as from a certain experience I tend to proclaim. The eons are closing. Checks payable to Quentin Robert D. Nameland, greatest living philosopher known to mankind.
Who is making those new brown clouds? Who is making those clouds these days?
Oh man, you know what? I need a break. Honestly, wow. You know, Zappa with his complexity and what he's doing
That's true.
is not. Well, I don't think
It's not a
I
easy.
don't think my brain is developed enough to do. Honestly, I was
With
I
some of it.
yeah, of course. I was going with the story so much, but you know it's Zappa and
I don't think. I think we kind of
No,
we
no.
overthinking it. I think it's a little bit like that with us. You kind of want to get everything in the first lesson, but we forget it's Zappa, and I don't think it's possible to get everything in the first lesson. And also you kind of, it's not even, I think you have to give yourself a credit. I don't think it's your brain is not at this level. I think it's just
Zappa is too good.
no, I think it's just
What do you
one
mean it's
listen
not,
is
you
not
say
enough.
it's not good?
No, but it's not too good. I think it's if you kind of sit down and listen and open. Yeah, sometimes you have to listen 5 times to get to the to it. But moving that aside, to trying to make a we tend to try to make sense out of everything. And for aesthetic, on aesthetic side, I would say it was such a cool experience to listen to that. Like I say, the creating the sound responding for your emotions, that's really really cool. And it's not a song, sometimes it's just the whole song, and it kind of give you, I don't know, unsettled feeling or happy feeling or sad or melancholy or nostalgia. But in here it was throughout the whole almost 21 minutes, my emotions depending on what I'm hearing, and they kind of reflected the story, all the sound they were making. It was like I said, when he was scared, I was scared with him. When he was parking his car, I was parking car with him, with just the sound of
sound,
it.
yeah.
And for that you have to you have to appreciate, I think, Zappa. And then there is the story. I definitely gonna go straight away to check the lyrics, especially the parts I didn't hear and I have a question. What kind of?
Well, we stopped a few times that one and we go back, but it was feels so unclear in the end.
We could put up the lyrics on the other
Yeah,
screen
we will
and see,
check
but we
after,
check
yeah.
it definitely. We will check it out. Well, it was awesome. I agree with you that I need kind of now few minutes to just deflate a little bit, because also the kind of hot seat sitting here and
No, when I say that, don't get me wrong, it's not like I didn't enjoy it. First, I say, oh yeah, it's like a cartoon. Oh, me, Tom and Jerry, God knows what, but
It's
it's
a little
not.
bit
It's
heavier than that,
absolutely
isn't it?
not. No. And it's the story, it's Zappa, it's the satiric lyrics, it's
Yes.
sometimes it's just fun, no sense, sometimes it's so much sense to this
Yeah.
thing. Plus, it's the music. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. What I say is the masterpiece, and I feel it's keep hitting with that on
yeah,
and on.
that's true.
Wow.
Wow. Oh,
Wow,
we
I
in
mean, it
sync.
is wow. I mean, come on.
We are in sync.
All right. Hope you enjoy our reaction and see you again next time. Have a lovely day and all the best.
Thank you so much
Bye-bye.
for watching. Bye for now.